The trees seemed to twist and writhe in the flickering moonlight as I stepped out of my car and onto the crumbling driveway. The mansion loomed above me, its turrets reaching towards the sky like skeletal fingers. I had been warned not to come here, not to stir up the past, but I had to see it for myself. The mansion had been the site of my greatest betrayal, the place where my former partner, Rachel, had stolen my work and passed it off as her own. I had been an introverted writer, content to let my words speak for me. But Rachel's betrayal had awakened a fire within me, a burning desire for revenge. As I approached the mansion, I felt a shiver run down my spine. The air was thick with the scent of decay and rot, and I could feel the weight of history bearing down upon me. I pushed open the creaking front door and stepped inside, my eyes adjusting slowly to the darkness. The interior was just as I had remembered it. The grand chandelier hanging from the ceiling, the sweeping staircase curving up to the left. But it was the feeling that I was being watched that made my skin crawl. I knew that I was not alone in the mansion. I began to explore, my footsteps echoing off the walls as I made my way deeper into the mansion. I found myself in a long, dark corridor, the walls lined with cobweb-covered portraits. I felt a presence behind me and spun around, but there was no one there. I continued down the corridor, my heart pounding in my chest. I was getting close. I could feel it. Suddenly, I heard a faint whisper in my ear. "Welcome home." I spun around, but there was no one there. The whisper seemed to come from all around me, echoing off the walls. I quickened my pace, my senses on high alert. I was being herded towards something, but I didn't know what. The corridor opened up into a grand ballroom, the chandelier hanging from the ceiling casting flickering shadows on the walls. And there, in the center of the room, was Rachel. She was standing in front of a large, ornate mirror, her eyes fixed on me. I felt a surge of anger and hatred, and I began to move towards her. But as I approached, I realized that something was wrong. Rachel's eyes seemed to be black as coal, and her skin was deathly pale. She was not alone. There was something inside her, something that was controlling her. I tried to stop, but my feet seemed to move of their own accord. I was being drawn towards her, towards the mirror. And then, everything went black. When I came to, I was lying on the floor, my head throbbing with pain. Rachel was standing over me, her eyes still black as coal. But as I looked up at her, I saw something else. I saw a glimmer of fear, of desperation. She was trapped, just like me. We were both pawns in a much larger game. And then, I saw it, the mirror. It was not just a mirror. It was a portal, a doorway to another world. I scrambled to my feet, my heart racing with fear. I knew that I had to get out of there, to escape the mansion and its dark secrets. But as I turned to run, I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Rachel, her eyes still black as coal. But as I looked into her eyes, I saw something else. I saw a glimmer of freedom, of control. We were both trapped, but we could be free. Together, we could escape the mansion and its dark secrets. We fought our way out of the mansion, the mirror shattering behind us as we emerged into the bright sunlight. We were free, finally free. But as we looked back at the mansion, I knew that it was not the end. The mansion was just a symbol, a reminder of the darkness that lurked within us all. We had to keep moving, to keep fighting. We had to take control of our own lives, to be free. And as we walked away from the mansion, I knew that I had found a new beginning, a new chance at life. The past was behind me, and the future was bright.